Have you ever woken up feeling dizzy, stiff, or just plain tired, wondering if this is what getting older is supposed to feel like? What if I told you that small changes in your morning routine could completely transform your day, and even your health for the long term? If you're over 60, or caring for someone who is, this video is made just for you. Many seniors face challenges like dehydration, muscle weakness, joint stiffness, and memory fog every morning. These symptoms don't have to be your new normal. Simple habits you do in the first 5 to 10 minutes after waking can dramatically improve your circulation, strengthen your muscles, keep your joints flexible, and boost your brain function. Throughout this video, I'll share 5 essential morning habits backed by years of experience and scientific insights that can help you wake up feeling refreshed, stable, and mentally sharp. From the right way to hydrate your body, to a quick 60-second blood flow routine, to the perfect timing for protein intake, each step is designed with your unique needs in mind. By watching till the end, you'll also learn practical tips to avoid common pitfalls that secretly sabotage your morning, and discover a gentle exercise routine tailored specifically to keep you active and independent. This isn't about overhauling your life. It's about easy, realistic habits that protect your heart, brain, and mobility. So stay with me, and let's start making your mornings and your days better than ever. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Habit 1. Hydration. One of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can adopt to improve your health after turning 60 is to drink water properly right after you wake up. Let me share a story that stuck with me about a patient named Evelyn Parker. Evelyn was an 82-year-old widow living alone in a cozy little ranch-style home in suburban Oregon. One chilly March morning, Evelyn suddenly collapsed in her living room. Luckily, her grandson, Jake, was visiting early that day and found her just in time. He called 911 immediately, and thanks to his quick action, Evelyn was rushed to the hospital where she made a full recovery. There were no signs of a stroke or heart attack, which was a relief, but the doctors noticed something important during her tests. Her blood was dangerously thick, her blood pressure was quite low, and her blood vessels were tight and constricted, a clear sign she was severely dehydrated. After she got better, I sat down with Evelyn and gently asked, "Do you usually drink water first thing in the morning?" She gave me a tired smile and said, "Well, my grandkids always tell me to cut back on water because it makes me run to the bathroom all night. So, I've been holding off on drinking in the morning." That moment stayed with me because it's a very common mistake that many older adults make. They avoid drinking water out of fear of inconvenience, but that's a dangerous trade-off. Here's something many people don't realize. While you sleep, your body loses water continuously through your breath and slight sweating, even if you don't notice it. On average, adults lose about 17 ounces, around half a liter, of water overnight. But because you don't feel thirsty while sleeping, many simply forget to rehydrate when they wake up. For seniors, this overnight fluid loss is especially risky. When your body is dehydrated, your blood thickens like syrup, making it harder for your heart to pump oxygen-rich blood to your brain and muscles. This can lead to dizziness when you stand, numb or tingling hands and feet, blurred vision, or even fainting due to a sudden drop in blood pressure. That's why I always tell my patients, and remind myself, to drink about 16 ounces, roughly 2 small glasses, of lukewarm water right after waking up. Not ice-cold water, not piping hot, but just the right warm temperature that feels gentle as it slides down your throat and quickly spreads throughout your body. I like adding a splash of fresh lemon juice, about a quarter of a lemon. It wakes up your taste buds softly and provides a natural boost of vitamin C, potassium, and electrolytes that help your digestion and keep your blood vessels healthy. Think of your body like a car that's been sitting idle overnight with the engine off. That first glass of lukewarm water is like turning the ignition, slowly and smoothly starting everything back up for the day ahead. Now, you might ask, why avoid cold water first thing? When we sleep, our blood vessels naturally tighten to conserve heat. Drinking cold water causes them to constrict even more, making it harder for blood to flow smoothly. This can be risky for seniors with already stiff or narrowed arteries. On the other hand, lukewarm water helps dilate those vessels, improving blood circulation to your heart, brain, and extremities. The result? You wake up feeling refreshed and alert, and it lowers your risk of a stroke or heart complications, which are more common in the early morning hours, especially for older adults. I remember one patient asking me, "Doc, can just one glass of water make that big of a difference?" I smiled and told them, "Try it every morning for 3 weeks, then come back and tell me how you feel." They did just that, and months later, they returned with a big grin saying, "That numbness in my hands is gone, and my head feels clearer than it has in years." I've seen this transformation countless times. Simple, consistent hydration can truly change lives. Never underestimate the power of small habits. Getting older isn't about slowing down or giving up. It's about being kind to your body and cherishing your health like never before. You can't rewind time, but you can choose to age thoughtfully and intentionally. That glass of water in the morning, slow deep breaths, and a few mindful habits send a gentle, loving message to your body each day. Remember, it's never too late to start. But it's too late once you collapse. So begin right now, while you're still able to lift that glass with your own hands. And if this message resonates with you, please share it with someone you love, a spouse, a friend, or a neighbor. That simple glass of water tomorrow morning might be the small act that saves their life. Habit 2. Wake up your blood flow in 60 seconds. I'm not someone who's particularly into fitness or a regular exerciser, and I certainly wouldn't call myself athletic. But there's one simple morning habit I've developed that has completely transformed how I start my day, and I genuinely believe it could help save the lives of many seniors like me. It's all about activating your blood flow within the first minute after you get out of bed. It sounds almost too simple, and maybe that's why so many people overlook it. Let me tell you about a morning I'll never forget. I was 78 years old. Like any other day, I got out of bed without much thought and headed towards the bathroom, when suddenly everything started to go dark around the edges. My heart started pounding like I'd just run a marathon, and my legs felt like jelly. They trembled as if they had completely lost their strength. I reached out, grabbed the wall for support, and then carefully sat down on the floor, gasping for breath as I had just climbed a long flight of stairs. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The good news was, there was no heart attack, no abnormal blood pressure, everything medically checked out fine. The problem was that blood wasn't reaching my brain fast enough. Overnight, our bodies stay mostly still, and especially as we get older, blood can pool in the abdomen and heart area. Younger bodies adjust quickly when you stand, but as we age, blood vessels stiffen and the heart's pumping power weakens, making it harder for oxygen-rich blood to circulate immediately when we stand up. This is why standing up too quickly can cause dizziness, unsteadiness, and even fainting spells, conditions that can lead to dangerous falls. Since that frightening experience, I committed myself to a simple 60-second blood flow activation routine every morning. It's not intense exercise. It's more like a gentle, loving wake-up call to my body. Right after drinking that glass of lukewarm water I talked about earlier, I stand by my bed and do the following. You don't need any special equipment or a workout mat, just your own body and a few seconds. Here's the 60-second routine. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, grounded firmly. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose as you raise both hands straight above your head, reaching toward the ceiling. Exhale gently through your mouth as you slowly lower your arms back down. Repeat this breathing and arm movement 3 times, moving smoothly and without rushing. Next, rotate your shoulders backward 5 full times, then forward 5 times. You'll feel your muscles loosen, and the stiffness start to melt away. Finally, lift your heels off the ground slowly, rising onto your toes, then lower your heels back down. Repeat this 10 times to activate your calf muscles. This simple calf movement acts like a natural pump, pushing blood from your feet back up toward your heart and brain. I don't think of this as exercise. It's more like saying good morning to your heart, your brain, and every single cell in your body. This little ritual warms me up, clears my mind, and gives me confidence with that very first step of the day. I once shared this habit with a patient of mine, Robert Miller, a 74-year-old retiree who lived alone and treasured his independence but struggled with mild morning dizziness. He laughed and said, "Doc, it's been decades since I danced." But just 2 weeks later, Robert called me, excitedly saying, "I feel my blood moving better now. My head isn't spinning like it used to." I smiled quietly because I've witnessed this 60-second routine make a huge difference for so many people. Your heart will keep aging, no doubt about it. But you can make it work better, at least first thing in the morning. Your blood might not become younger, but you absolutely can improve how it flows. I want to remind you once more, getting older is not the end of your story. It's a time to love yourself even more deeply. And that love, shown in just 1 minute every morning, can change the way you live the entire day, and maybe even the years ahead. I truly believe that. Habit 3. Take protein first thing in the morning. If I had to pick just one meal a day to maintain good health as I age, it would be breakfast. Specifically, a breakfast rich in protein. Hi everyone. When I was younger, I used to believe that staying healthy in old age was all about having a strong heart or good lung capacity. But after decades of working with patients and watching countless bodies change over time, I'm convinced that healthy aging starts with strong legs and hips. Being able to walk steadily without relying on a cane or walker depends heavily on protecting and nourishing your muscles. And here's a key point. It's not about taking expensive supplements or eating huge portions. It's about when you take in protein, and the best time is early in the morning. When I first hit my 60s, my breakfast was pretty basic. Usually just a cup of tea and a slice of toast. I thought that was perfectly normal. But over time, I noticed climbing the stairs became more exhausting, and my hips and knees felt heavier. I chalked it up to getting old, like it was just part of the deal. Then one day, I came across a report from the U.S. National Institute on Aging that really shocked me. The report explained that between about 3 a.m. and 8 a.m., our muscles in older adults are most vulnerable to breaking down. If you skip breakfast, your body starts using your own muscle tissue for energy. Basically, you're eating away your own muscles while you sleep. If this happens day after day, muscles get smaller, bones get weaker, your balance suffers, and you become much more likely to fall. Your leg strength declines, and suddenly those simple tasks, like getting out of a chair or walking across the room, become harder. That day, I changed my breakfast habit. I kept it simple but made sure to include a good source of protein. Sometimes it's a glass of unsweetened soy milk, other times a hard-boiled egg, a handful of walnuts, or a small serving of Greek yogurt. Just that small change eliminated my morning sluggishness, cleared the fog in my head, and made my steps feel lighter. Suddenly, my walk to the mailbox or the post office was easier and more enjoyable. Older adults don't need as much protein as younger people, but they do need to get about 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within the first 30 minutes after waking up to protect their muscles from breaking down. You don't have to eat meat to get this. Vegetarian-friendly options work beautifully. Tofu with a bit of soy sauce and freshly grated ginger, almond milk, whey protein powder, if your doctor recommends it, or oatmeal made with milk and chia seeds are excellent choices. What matters isn't just what you eat, but when you eat it. I often hear from patients, "I eat well, but I feel weaker." When I ask them what time they eat breakfast, most say, "I just have some tea in the morning and don't eat much until lunchtime." That's the problem. It's not about eating enough calories. It's about eating at the right time. If you wait too long to eat, your body spends hours breaking down its muscles to survive. Protein is more than just a nutrient. It's the foundation of your independence. I tell my patients that protein is the strength that helps you get out of bed, open jars, carry groceries, tend your garden, and most importantly, preserve your dignity as you age. Staying independent, being able to stand, walk, and thrive, starts with a simple habit of eating protein early each morning. So, I ask you quietly right now, as you read this, have you eaten anything to protect your muscles today? If not, don't worry. Tomorrow morning is a fresh start. Whether it's an egg, some soy milk, or tofu, each bite is a gift to yourself. Living longer is important, but living strong and standing on your own 2 feet is even better. I truly believe that. Habit 4. Keep your joints flexible. At 91 years old, I've had more than a few mornings when even putting on my slippers felt like a challenge. I remember those stiff, stubborn joints all too well. My knees locked up tight, my hips felt as rigid as old wooden beams, and my hands tingled like the blood had been cut off completely. If you wake up feeling like this every day, please don't just accept it as normal aging. I used to think that way myself. But over time, I learned it's your body's gentle way of telling you, "Hey, slow down and take care of me." While we sleep, Joints like your ankles, knees, and hips get stiff because the synovial fluid, the natural lubricant in your joints, thickens and becomes less effective, making movement more difficult. Imagine trying to start a car that's been sitting in the cold all night. The engine groans, the tires move awkwardly. That's exactly what your joints feel like when they're stiff in the morning. If you stand up, walk, or climb stairs without addressing this stiffness, you're unknowingly putting extra strain on your bones and joints. Over the years, this wears them down, leading to inflammation, deformities, chronic pain, loss of mobility, and a drop in your overall quality of life. That's why I developed a simple 90-second joint routine I do every morning to gently wake up my joints. When I was 82, there was a day I literally couldn't bend down to put on my slippers. I thought, this isn't going to work. From that moment on, I committed to this quick ritual beside my bed. No mat, no fancy equipment, no trainer. Just me and a few gentle movements. Here's the routine, and you can do it too. Sit on the edge of your bed and rotate your ankles 10 times clockwise, then 10 times counterclockwise. This sends fresh blood flow to your feet and ankles, the farthest parts of your body. Close your knees together and slowly rotate them in small circles, like you're oiling rusty hinges. Stand up and gently tilt your upper body to the left 5 times, then to the right 5 times. This loosens your hips and gets them ready to support your weight. Rotate your shoulders backward 10 times, then forward 10 times, as if you're shaking off the heaviness from sleep. Finally, raise both arms toward the ceiling, take a deep breath through your nose, and feel the morning light fill your body. This routine takes less than 2 minutes and doesn't break a sweat. But don't underestimate its power. After doing it consistently, your joints will feel softer and lighter, and that annoying creaking or stiffness will fade. Most importantly, you'll stop feeling like you're fighting your own body every morning. One of my former patients, 76-year-old Linda Harris, told me, doing this every morning is like oiling my joints instead of popping pills. And she's exactly right. This is a quiet, loving way to care for yourself every day. Getting older isn't just about having a strong heart. Flexible, pain-free joints are just as crucial. If your knees hurt, you can't walk far. If your back is stiff, even putting on your shoes becomes a struggle. Living with pain in every step doesn't leave much room for smiles or joy. So here's my sincere advice. Starting tomorrow morning, spend just 90 seconds talking to your joints. Gently thank them for supporting you all these years. Tell them, please stay with me for the rest of my life. Those few seconds of care can make all the difference. Habit 5. Wake up your brain. Among the many worries that come with aging, high blood pressure, fractures, trouble sleeping, there's one fear that quietly weighs heavily on many older adults: losing their memory. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Even if you have a weak heart or need a wheelchair to get around, you can still live a full life. But when you start forgetting the faces and names of loved ones, or even forget who you are, it feels like a part of your identity slowly slips away, even while you're still alive. I remember caring for a woman named Margaret Wilson, who was 79 when I first met her. Back then, Margaret was sharp as a tack. She managed her medications on her own, gave advice to her family, and cooked simple meals daily. But within a year, she began forgetting important things, like her daughter's name and the way to the post office right down the street. One day, after seeing me for 3 years, she looked at me and asked, "Doctor, are you new here?" I was speechless, not out of shock, but because my heart ached. Her once brilliant mind, which could recite poetry and hold lively conversations, had quietly dimmed as her brain cells drifted away from lack of use and mental exercise. Many people, without thinking, immediately check their phones, turn on the TV, or read the news as soon as they wake up. But here's a little-known secret. The first 30 minutes after waking are a golden window for brain training. Neuroscientists have discovered that during this early morning period, the brain produces high levels of a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps nurture new brain cells, reconnect old memories, and keep your thinking sharp and youthful. But BDNF doesn't activate just by sitting idle. It needs you to engage your brain properly. For the past 15 years, I've had a simple 1-minute habit to wake up my brain. After loosening my body with gentle stretches, I sit quietly, close my eyes, and slowly start recalling memories from the previous day. My questions are simple. What did I eat for dinner last night? What clothes did I wear? Who did I talk to? What did I read in the afternoon? Where was I around noon? I take my time, without rushing, rewinding through each moment in my mind. With practice, you can expand this to recalling not just yesterday but days before, the weather, or who called you on the phone. This isn't a game or a trivial exercise. It's a daily ritual to keep your brain young. Give it a try, and you'll soon understand why it's so powerful. I shared this habit with one of my patients, 83-year-old Harold Thompson. When I first suggested it, he chuckled and said, "Doc, my memory retired years ago." But 3 weeks later, Harold called me excitedly. "I remembered my wife's birthday this week. And for the first time in 2 years, I recalled my ATM PIN without writing it down." We shared a laugh in the hospital hallway. That day, Harold didn't just remember numbers. He reclaimed a vital part of himself. Some people say, forgetting is just part of getting older. Please, don't accept that. Your brain, whether you're 60, 70, or 90, is still capable of growing, rewiring, and connecting new pathways. All it takes is one focused minute. That 1 minute helps you remember appointments, follow directions, and keep conversations flowing naturally. Don't give up on yourself by thinking you're too old. Your brain can keep growing. Tomorrow morning, when the sunlight streams through your window, sit quietly for just 1 minute. No phone, no TV, just you and your thoughts. Like tidying up a dusty old room, gently clear the corners of your mind. That's how you protect your memory and keep your brain on track. I believe in you. If I can do it at 91, so can you. In the end, just 5 minutes a day of these simple habits is enough to help protect and nurture your memory. To recap, the 5 essential morning habits are: drink water properly right after waking. Wake up your blood flow with gentle movement. Take protein early to protect muscles. Keep your joints flexible. Activate your brain with memory exercises. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. Just start small tomorrow morning, one step at a time. If these words resonate with you, please stay tuned. There are many more practical, in-depth tips for thriving after 60 waiting for you. Hello, everyone. If you're already practicing these 5 morning habits, let me congratulate you from the bottom of my heart. You've taken a truly important step toward gently waking up both your body and mind, something many people overlook as they rush through their mornings. But don't stop here. There's so much more that goes into making your mornings truly fulfilling. A great morning isn't just about those first 5 minutes of healthy habits. It's about the choices you make in the next 30 to 60 minutes that set the tone for your entire day. Whether you feel energized, clear-headed, and ready to enjoy life or sluggish and weighed down. So, let's talk about the next set of morning habits that will build a solid foundation for your overall health, especially heart health and vitality. A balanced breakfast. Quality over quantity. Once your body is awake, your blood flow is improving, and your joints have been gently loosened, it's time to refuel properly. I always tell my patients, eat breakfast not just to fill your stomach, but to fill your health. For Americans over 60, the ideal breakfast combines high-quality protein, like boiled eggs, unsweetened soy milk, plain yogurt, or tofu, with gentle fiber sources such as oatmeal, whole grain toast, or steamed vegetables. Add a piece of fruit, like a banana or an apple, and a handful of healthy fats. Maybe some walnuts or almonds, and you have a well-rounded meal that supports your brain and heart and keeps your energy steady until lunch. I keep my breakfast simple and comforting. 1 boiled egg, a warm cup of soy milk, and a small serving of fruit. It's enough to keep me fueled and focused. Hydration rhythm. Sip before you're thirsty. After your first glass of lukewarm water, try to sip about 3 to 5 ounces of water every hour, slowly and steadily. Many seniors avoid drinking water during the day because they worry about frequent bathroom trips, but this is counterproductive, especially in the morning. Your kidneys work hardest in the early hours, filtering waste from your blood. Without enough water, toxins can build up and slow you down. Sometimes, I like to add fresh ginger slices or a few mint leaves to my water. It gently stimulates digestion and wakes me up without the need for caffeine. Soak in morning light to reset your body clock. Our bodies run on a circadian rhythm, a natural clock that controls everything from sleep to digestion to hormone release and mood. Morning light is essential for setting this rhythm. After breakfast, I spend 10 to 15 minutes outside, whether in my garden or just sitting on the porch, feeling the sun's warmth. It's not just about the vitamin D, it's about sending a clear message to your body: morning is here. It's time to be alert and alive. This daily habit boosts serotonin, often called the happiness hormone, helping you feel calm and positive. At 91 and living independently, I credit this ritual for keeping my days peaceful and bright. Light tasks to wake your mind and body. I recommend spending about 15 minutes in the quiet morning doing light tasks: watering plants, organizing a bookshelf, wiping down a table, or writing in a diary or budget planner. These activities aren't chores, they're gentle ways to engage your body and your mind, reminding yourself, I'm here, I'm alive, and this is my time. Mornings lay the foundation for the rest of your day, and for your life. I once told a friend, aging is like caring for an old house. Morning habits are the support beams that hold it up, day after day. That's a truth I live by. A glass of water, a boiled egg, a moment in the light, small mindful actions, they add up. Together, they keep your life's house standing strong today and for all the tomorrows to come. If you're already practicing these habits, you're ahead of 90% of your peers. But don't stop now. Next, I'll share with you the 5 common morning pitfalls to avoid in the first 2 hours after waking, those seemingly harmless actions that can quietly disrupt the healthy rhythm you've built. Let's explore them together because true health lies in these small, mindful choices. Hello, everyone. If you're already spending your mornings quietly and intentionally, congratulations. You're giving yourself a wonderful gift, a calm, focused start to the day. But I want to share a word of caution. Some everyday habits might seem harmless, but they disrupt your body and mind's delicate balance. I like to call these the 5 morning thieves. Learning to avoid them can make your days feel calmer, brighter, and more vibrant. 1. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. I used to love my strong morning coffee. Black, no sugar, just the way I like it. But over time, I noticed it started giving me stomach pain and jitters, and sometimes my hands would even tremble. Later, I learned from the American Medical Association that drinking coffee first thing on an empty stomach isn't ideal. It stimulates your stomach lining and triggers a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone. This can leave you feeling anxious and fatigued, or cause blood pressure to fluctuate. You don't need to give up coffee altogether. Just try having a small piece of bread, or a bit of fruit, or wait at least 30 minutes after waking before sipping your cup. Remember, coffee should be a treat, not the very first thing you do to start your day. 2. Starting the day with negative news. It's tempting to check your phone as soon as you wake up, but opening your screen to headlines about wars, disasters, or accidents before your brain and heart are fully awake can pull your mood down and make your blood pressure rise. I often remind myself, the morning brain is like soft, wet clay. Don't stamp on it with negative noise. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. For the first 30 minutes after waking, avoid phones and news. Instead, drink your water, enjoy your breakfast, breathe deeply, or simply look outside. The news will be there later, but losing your morning calm is hard to get back. 3. Sitting still after breakfast. Many people settle in front of the TV or take a nap right after eating, but this slows blood flow and digestion. It can cause uncomfortable bloating, constipation, or blood sugar spikes. Instead, try moving gently. Walk slowly around your home for 15 minutes. Water your plants, wipe down a table, or stretch a little. Morning is the perfect time to start moving, not to stay stuck. 4. Staying in pajamas all day. A patient of mine, Mr. Clark, who's 74, once told me, "Since I retired, I don't really meet anyone anymore, so I just stay in my pajamas." While this might feel comfortable, it can blur your sense of time and lead to insomnia or a low mood. Changing clothes each morning isn't just about looking good. It's a powerful ritual that marks the shift from rest to activity. You don't need fancy clothes. Even putting on a simple shirt and pants sends a signal to your brain that a new day has begun. 5. Avoiding nature and natural light. Staying inside with the curtains drawn or lingering in dim rooms disrupts your body clock and reduces melatonin production at night. This can cause insomnia, poor appetite, or fatigue during the day. Morning sunlight is your body's natural reset button. Spend 10 minutes outside. Sit on your porch, open a window, or take a short walk to align your daily rhythm. A proper morning routine is the foundation of healthy aging. While we can't stop the clock, we can steer clear of these sneaky pitfalls. Mornings are a sacred time to say thank you to your body and mind. Choose actions that nurture and cherish yourself, not ones driven by worry or habit. I used to think exercise was just for the young. But one day, struggling and clutching the handrail while climbing my stairs, I realized that fear can bind your body faster than any illness. So I created a gentle 5-minute morning exercise routine for seniors. No special equipment, no pain. Just love for yourself. Gentle morning exercise for seniors. Part 1. Loosen the body, 2 minutes. Stand with feet shoulder width apart. Inhale deeply as you raise your arms slowly overhead. Exhale as you lower them gently. Rotate your shoulders backward 5 times, then forward 5 times. Tilt your neck side to side, then forward and back gently. Place your hands on your hips and sway side to side, loosening your torso. Part 2. Activate blood flow. Hold onto a wall or sturdy chair for balance. Slowly move 1 foot forward and back. While seated, lift your heels up and down, or grip a small towel with your toes for foot strength. Part 3. Wake up the mind. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Gently stroke your cheeks and neck with your hands, waking up your senses. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and exploring these simple but powerful morning habits that can truly transform your days and your health. I hope you found some valuable insights to help you wake up your body and mind gently, nourish your muscles, keep your joints flexible, and activate your brain each morning. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you've learned today that you plan to start practicing tomorrow morning? Please share it with us in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else to take that important first step. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family who might benefit from these tips. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video designed to help you live your healthiest, happiest life after 60. Remember, small changes make a big difference. Let's keep growing stronger together.